Welcome to Cat Recaps, where I help you catch up on the latest episodes of Skeem Saam. 30 September, Cat walks into his restaurant, phone pressed to his ear. Coco, just checking on you, he says. Coco tells him she's thrilled he had a boring night, and he quickly clarifies, "No, Coco, I don't mean it like that. I need to open the restaurant." As the waiters arrange chairs, one asks, "You okay, boss? You look like you've seen a snake." Cat smirks. "If I told you what's keeping me up at night, you'd wet your pants." He shows a picture and adds, "Perfect. Do you see this guy? He's not well. Please make sure he comes here." When the security guard arrives, Cat continues, "His name's Boykanyo Ramasemolola. Listen carefully. He's not well. Make sure he gets here." Then he sends everyone to work. The waiters thank him, and Cat wraps up, "Thanks, guys. Let's get this place ready for tonight." Meanwhile, in the dining room, Paxton's dad laughs about a silly photo of himself with pants over his head. Melita had called it fashionable back then. He chuckles. "But the story isn't about my memories," and Melita cuts in. "And please, don't distract me." Paxton smiles. "No, Pops, you wanted to embarrass me." "That's true." His dad laughs. "I'm a gentleman." Paxton brags about his style inspiring others, and Melita nods. "Yes, cloak it." His dad agrees. He's right. He was stylish, and he hasn't lost his touch. Melita sighs. "I wish I had some memories to share about my kids," prompting Paxton's dad to say, "But Melita, you still have time to make fresh memories." She accepts this, and Paxton talks about his and Shay's friendship. Melita asks, "Which reminds me, can I go to this creative arts thing at Turf University? Shay invited me," wrapping up their light-hearted exchange. Back at Lehesa's house, in the kitchen, Clement slices fruits. "I thought you said Sifiso sent you a message. Careful, it's hot," he says, as Pretty hands a mug to Lahasa, explaining, "To say the funeral would be on Sunday." Lahasa confirms, yes, he did, then heads to the fridge, asking, "So why are you looking for flights for Friday?" Pretty continues slicing. "I mean, it's just an hour from here to Durban." Clement adds, "Flight-wise, I want to spend some time with Uncle Bokumuzi's daughters before people arrive," with Pretty clarifying, "On Saturday and Sunday for the funeral." Lahasa offers, "Okay, I'll see if I can clear my Friday," but Pretty questions, "Where will you sleep?" Clement mentions a nearby B&B, and Pretty nods, adding plans to rent a car. Lehesa repeats his intent, but Pretty smiles. "No, baby, that won't be necessary. I know this is your weekend, so we'll be all right." Lehesa shakes his head, joking about Kuwezi complaining, which Clement calls out, leading to apologies. Pretty sips her mug. "It's fine." Elsewhere, inside the house, Tabo is on the phone, calling out, "Cat.com, answer the phone," but hangs up frustrated. Aish. Kwaito enters, asking if he's spoken to Kat, and Tabo replies, "I've been calling him, but it goes straight to voicemail." Kwaito shares, "I haven't spoken to him since yesterday, but he hung up on me," and adds that Kat's place is locked up with no sign of him. Kwaito worries, "Guys, what if Braboiki did something to him?" Mapitsi, folding laundry, insists he wouldn't do anything to him. "He promised me," but Kwaito points out the transparency of threats. Their argument escalates over deadlines and changes in behavior, with Mapitsi following Kwaito out, leaving Tabo alone. Later, Mapitsi sits with Tabo, accusing him of changing, and Tabo fires back, "Are you involved in corruption?" Mapitsi looks shocked, retorting, "You're the last person to preach about morals, okay?" As Tabo walks away, leaving her distressed. She then calls Cheeks, relieved to hear he's okay, and hangs up, looking relieved. Meanwhile, Mantuli is on the phone with her brother Sifiso, pleading, "Sifiso, do you think I like this? Missing my own brother's funeral?" She explains her employers are making it hard to attend, and if she misses training, she'll lose her job. Reminding him of past help, she says, "I know that. I feel bad enough, my brother," and begs for understanding, promising to send money and asking for the death certificate. When Sifiso Sifiso says he doesn't know how to scan it. She snaps, "What do you mean you don't know how to scan?" Even Charles Kunene knows how, telling him to use a copy shop before ending the call. Over at the shop, Salamina tells Letetswe, "I'll ask Mahlatse to mend the shop while I go check on Papa, and you can go attend Makwena's event." With Letetswe agreeing, she urges him to hurry for school, and outside, Luatle complains to Letetswe about Paxton, saying, "Friend, Pax has some nerve. I can't believe it." With Letetswe replying, "After everything I did for him?" "Yo, friend, don't worry." Luatle notes Paxton might run again, and they briefly rehash past issues before moving on. In his office, Kat's dad is on the phone with Kat, saying, "Listen, I haven't forgotten about finding you a lawyer." Kat replies, "There's no need, Dad. I've got another recording from the mayor's initiated investigation against Boyki." Dad is surprised, and Kat explains his precautions, including booking a hotel. Dad warns him to be careful and reveals, "This guy didn't just threaten me," with Kat confirming threats to family. Dad insists on coming, but Kat objects, leading to a heartfelt moment where Dad says, "Don't beat yourself up. At least you didn't fall into the deep web of corruption, and that's all that matters. I'm proud of you." They agree on sending a patrol car for safety. In a car, Bra Boyki turns to his associate and demands, "Why did you call me out here? We could have met at the factory as usual." The associate replies vaguely, and Bra Boyki brings up the extra 1 million rand he paid, insisting, "I need it right now." When the associate hesitates, Bra Boyki threatens, "Get me the money or get ready for the storm that's brewing," forcing the associate to agree. Back in the office, Kwezi is on the phone, discussing swapping weekends with Lahasa and planning activities, saying she's not ready to fly. Clement enters, asking to talk later, but shares news of a relative's death. Kwezi responds sympathetically, then jokes lightly about Lahasa before confirming a weekend off for Clement. After he leaves, she sighs, "Thank you." At the mayor's office, he addresses the board. "Let's work together, colleagues," but gets no response. Later, he says, "We need to build a strong case." As a woman journalist questions him about Boykanyo's firing and corruption allegations, the mayor shouts for security, and after she's escorted out, he exclaims, Eish, how the hell did this vulture find out?" He worries about Boykanyo spinning it as a witch hunt and vows, "We can't let him win." In a quiet moment, Paxton and Shay note no one is around, with Shay mentioning Melita's absence. Paxton reflects on how well they're getting along, and Shay apologizes for not being there before, leading to a hug. But when Shay asks, "What the hell, Pax?" he misunderstands, thinking they had something romantic, and she clarifies, "I was being nice," before walking away, leaving him sad. Back at the restaurant, Ziad confronts Kat, shouting, I'm going to tear down this restaurant the same way you destroyed my future in this town." Kat calms him. Whoa, dude. What's going on here?" Ziad accuses him of lies, leading to his tender being frozen, and Kat explains exposing corruption. Ziad reveals Boykanyo offered him the same tender, warning, "Dude, this guy is playing you." They argue about payments and money laundering, with Ziad storming out as Kat calls after him. Meanwhile, Mantuli is on the phone with a representative about the death certificate. Hearing bad news, the cause is listed as natural, with a 3-month wait. She insists it's a mistake, explaining her brother fell off a ladder, but the rep says they need more proof. After hanging up, she sits distressed, leaning forward thoughtfully. Finally, in a room, Bra Boyki hands Thabo a duffel bag, saying 1 million rand to finish the dam, on condition it's done in 10 days. Thabo worries it's too tight and about explaining the money, but Bra Boyki insists, "Not from me," and calls him weak. Thabo agrees, and after Bra Boyki leaves, he opens the bag, muttering about hiding the cash and finding a safe place before exiting. That's all for today. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.